Wow, so good to be back amongst my tribe. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to House of PMO for inviting me, finally. Yes, we've been trying to do this for a while. And most importantly, thank you to all of you. Thank you for investing in yourselves. The future of all organizations around the world is dependent upon your ability to invest in yourself and to make a huge difference in the organizations that you work in. And I am honored to be here to support you on that journey. So we are going to be talking about the secret to driving unstoppable business value for your PMO so that you can drive unstoppable business value for the organizations that you support. Now, if you are not familiar with me, hands up who's not. This is the PMO Strategies podcast. Definitely check it out. We have years worth of content to help you specifically. It is specifically for PMO leaders and those looking to accelerate their impact in their organization. That is what I am all about. In 1999, I built my first PMO. Yes, 1999. And I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. Anyone feel like that? The first time someone taps you on the shoulder and says, hey, poof, you're a PMO leader. Okay, what does that mean? So we have done a ton of other things, but after 15 years in your shoes as a PMO leader, I found myself saying, I would get on stages, I was on the board of PMI chapters, and they say, hey, you know PMO stuff, why don't you come talk to us about PMOs? And I said, okay, well, here's what I know. And every time I shared what I knew, I got a lot of confused looks from people. Really? That's not what the books told me to do. And I said, absolutely. This is the stuff that really works. These are the mistakes that most of you are making. And man, I wish I had me when I was you. Just starting out, building a PMO, trying to figure out what it takes to really make a difference in your organizations, because I know that's why every single one of you are here. So after saying, I wish I had me when I was you enough times, I said, all right, that's it. We're starting PMO Strategies, and our entire purpose is to support all of you in this room so that I can share with you and that we can all share with you all the things that we've learned most of the time the hard way and save you the time and frustration and the headaches that so many of us have had to deal with. Because, I mean, I loved the intro music. My gosh, we made it here. It's been a really rough few years for us, hasn't it? Even in the best scenarios where your organizations had to change overnight and they pulled you into the conversations around the table, you still were having to scramble and figure out, how am I going to answer all of these questions they have? Do I have the right information? Do we have the tools to give them that information? Do we really know what's going on? What happens if everyone has to go virtual overnight? By the way, I thought that they said we couldn't go virtual. Look at this. Magically, we make things happen because all of you know how to do that. Now, for some of you, you were on the outside looking in. They didn't turn to you. They didn't turn to you when it was time to answer those business questions. How do we switch to, how do we cut all of these projects here? How do we let people go? How do we accelerate certain initiatives because we have an opportunity? Because within every challenge is an opportunity. And you're going to be looking for those today as I talk you through all of this. But for others, you were on the outside looking in saying, but don't they know? I have the answers. Don't they know? I have all the data. Look at my tools. Look at my portfolio. Look at all this stuff I have. And the answer is that for many of you, they didn't know. And we're going to fix that. So whether you're in a position where you're saying, okay, I have my seat at the table. This is one of my favorite coaching students said this when she came to me, Andrea. And I interviewed her on the podcast for some tremendous things that she did during the pandemic, setting up a COVID testing center for a hospital system in 3 days when it normally would have taken 3 months. She said to me, Laura, I have my seat at the table and I need you to help me keep it. Because once you're at that level in an organization, once you're treated like the business leader that you are, you've got to hold it tight. And for those of you that haven't quite gotten there yet, that aren't quite at the table, they don't get what you do or appreciate you, we're going to fix that today. That's why you're all here, and my job is to make sure you get the highest possible return on investment, not just for your money spent being here today, but for your precious time. Because that is the thing that I value most. Because I don't know if you really appreciate what you can do to change the world, but imagine if you were fully unleashed. Imagine the opportunities that you could create for organizations. Because frankly, right now, they need us, and many of them don't appreciate what you've got to offer. So all of the thought leaders that have come here today to support you on this journey have brought their best guidance, their tips, their techniques, their everything they've got, their resources to support you on the journey of today, whether you're helping an organization transform over the coming years, or if you found yourself in a position where there's another surprise and you have to help them pivot and change overnight. Because every single one of you in this room are the only ones in your organization with the unique power and the training and the knowledge and the, oh my gosh, energy to do the hard work that's coming in front of you.